This is a very messy and very fractured tutorial on how to install free memory card boot on your system. I was kind of half drunk when I recorded this. Hopefully, you can make some sense out of it. To use the method in this video, you are going to need a blank PlayStation 2 memory card to install FreeMcBoot 2, or a memory card you don't mind losing the data on. You also need a blank CD-ROM, or blank DVD if you prefer, if you feel really wasteful, a blank CD-ROM to install ULaunch 2, which will be in the description of this video. You will also need the FreeMcBoot Noobie Package, which is also in the description of this video. You will also need a USB stick, or an external hard drive, or you need a PSP and a USB cable, because the PS2 can also read that as a file drive. You will also need a SwapMagic CD or DVD, and depending on the system that you're using, you will need either the slide tool or the magic keys that go into the system to convince it that the disk drive is always closed. If you decide to use this method, you will need to make physical modifications to your console with the magic keys. This basically acts like a passport for your console that activates a hacked version of the PlayStation 2 firmware. The PlayStation 2 was designed with an upgrade system in mind, whereby Sony could issue updates to the system. However, the updates would have to be stored on the memory card, which rendered the update system useless, because as more updates would need to be released, users would run out of space on their memory card. So that's why Sony abandoned the feature, and eventually hackers found it and took advantage of it to install different versions of the PlayStation 2 firmware with different features. So as you can see, when the memory card is not in and the console is loaded, the console starts as normal. But when the console has the FreeMcBoot memory card plugged in and it starts up, it automatically loads up FreeMcBoot. If you're going to use the method I'm going to show you for installing this unsigned code, you will need to make a physical hardware adjustment to your slim PS2. When you get the SwapMagic tools, which I haven't had a chance to show off yet, you will get some attachments. These two sections inside the case, where I've made adjustments, are where the console checks that the disk drive is shut. I have affixed this attachment in with some kind of I think it's white tack. That was absolutely years ago that I made this modification, and I can't honestly remember how I did it. Again, there are tutorials online for how to do it. You don't necessarily need these keys to do it as well. If you can build something that's in the right way, or you don't mind opening up your console, you can make the adjustment yourself. But either way, there will need to be a physical adjustment. In theory, these tools can be removed at any time, but I've never bothered to try because I've always wanted this adjustment in place. You have to swap your disk using SwapMagic. Normally when you open the drive, the console goes, well, hold on, the drive's open. However, with these tools in, because the drive always thinks it's shut, you can open the drive, swap your disk out, and the machine doesn't know the difference. So first things first, let's talk to you about SwapMagic. Now, SwapMagic exists in many different forms. Here's one, and here's another. This is the original SwapMagic. The original SwapMagic is for the fat PS2, and comes with a slide card. The slide card you use inside your PlayStation 2 disk drive. While it's open, it sort of slides in, and then you can use the hook to remove the drive from the system without it thinking that the drive has been opened. I've never had any luck trying to do this. I've watched tutorials, I've read the, fairly in-depth instructions, and I could never figure out how to do it. If you're wondering what this other piece of plastic is inside the case, this is part of the PlayStation 2 disk drive that I dismantled as per the tutorial, but I could never figure out how, after removing that, to get it to open. This is the original SwapMagic DVD version, and underneath it should be... No, I'm completely wrong. There is no CD version. Now, one method you can use to get your software to install FreeMcBoot onto your memory card into your system is to burn a DVD ISO of FreeMcBoot's installer and do it that way. But there are more efficient ways, less expensive and wasteful ways of doing it than having to burn off a DVD disc to do it. But it's an option. If you have the oldest SwapMagic and you have a fat PS2, you can still install FreeMcBoot on your system without any major issues. This is the SwapMagic I would recommend though, SwapMagic 3 Plus, if you can get hold of this. Again, I don't know how easy it is to get hold of these things. I was lucky. My local gaming enthusiast, local gaming shop, Level Up Games, had one of these in, and I bought it off them. These are very hard to come by. I'm pretty sure they're blacklisted on eBay, so you're not going to be able to find them on eBay either. And they're never in good condition. These cardboard cases always split, so I had to tape up the side. But with this more modern SwapMagic, there are other features available to you. Inside are SwapMagic DVD and SwapMagic Compact Disc. SwapMagic Compact Disc will allow you to run code off of a burned CD-ROM, which is a much less expensive way of using SwapMagic. I believe with this one, yes, I also got another slide tool and these attachments which go into your slim PlayStation 2. So you're going to need to extract Noobie Package, and you're going to need to extract ulaunch.elf 440 CD. Once you have extracted ulaunch.elf 440 CD, you will need to burn the ISO file to a blank CD-ROM. To burn a CD-ROM, you will need CD-ROM burning software. Obviously. My recommendation is ImgBurn. If you intend to burn any software for games consoles, ImgBurn is my personal choice every time. This is how you are going to load the ulaunch.elf software, and it's how you're going to navigate to the FreeMcBoot software. Now you have extracted the Noobie package, copy freemcboot.elf and the install folder to the root of your memory stick, like so. When I direct you to, you will be using this memory stick to install FreeMcBoot software on your memory card. We've got our memory card plugged in that we're going to install FreeMcBoot to. This one is absolutely useless to me. There's nothing on there of importance except like a Scooby-Doo save and a Klonoa 2 save. None of those are important to me. Right. What I'm going to do is insert my SwapMagic CD-ROM, specifically the CD-ROM version. Also, this method I'm showing you does require some small adjustments made to your console. At a later date, when I can be bothered, I do have another set of these tools to show you, and I also have another console. So I will show you... Shut up, Meryl. I will show you that method at some point. Okay. The console's powered off, powered on. Also, I can't record... Hello, reflection. I can't record video feed me doing stuff with the SwapMagic because my device doesn't like the SwapMagic. It's all glitchy and graphically messy and I can't show you anything. It's all flickery and weird. So okay, we've got our controller plugged in, we've got our memory card plugged in, and we're at SwapMagic. Right. The next step is to remove our SwapMagic disk, because now SwapMagic is loaded, and we're going to put in a backup of ulaunch.elf that I've burned and written ulaunch.elf on it because I needed to do something to make myself less annoyed with the fact that this step is taking ages. Load program, and we should be good to go. And our PS2 now loads up. Our software, please. Please, come on. Right. It's time to remove our SwapMagic disk. In its place, ulaunch.elf. We're going to shut that. We're going to press square to do the special boot this time. And this time it loads. Excellent. What you need to do is go to File Browser, scroll down to Mass. Circle is the accept button in ulaunch.elf. So, accept mass, that's not working. That's because I haven't plugged the memory stick in yet. Now would be a good time to plug the memory stick in, seeing as we want to load data from it. So we'll plug the memory stick in, and now we select mass. Right. Direct yourself down to FreeMcBoot and press circle. Welcome to the FreeMcBoot installer. Now what I would really recommend doing to begin with is coming over to Format MC and pressing X. Delete all of the data on your memory card. This ensures that you're going to have a flawless installation of FreeMcBoot. Now, come over to Multi-Version Install. What this means is that when you install FreeMcBoot on this memory card, it will work for all European systems, not just the one that you installed FreeMcBoot on. So, if you only install a normal install, and you're using a slim PS2 like we are right now, then it will only work on other slim PS2s. However, if you press multi-version install, which I thoroughly recommend, it will work when you plug it into a fat PS2 as well. It will work in all European systems. If you're using an American PS2 to install FreeMcBoot, it will work in all US systems. Or if you're using a Japanese system, all Japanese systems. As far as I'm aware, you can't install more than one region to the memory card. So what we're going to do is it's going to say, do you want to install FreeMcBoot multi-version? And yes, you bloody well do, after the amount of hassle we've gone through, ladies and gentlemen. It will check, it will decrypt, and it will sign it and save it and do all the wonderful magical things that you need to be able to fire up the console and do all this cool fancy stuff. So what it's doing right now is just writing the applications, it's patching, and it's done. Excellent. We now have installed FreeMcBoot. Now, you can do this, now that the program is loaded, you can do this for as many USBs, as many memory cards as you want. In the next video, I will show you how to load games from a hard drive plugged into your PS2, and then in the following video, I'll show you how you can install games onto a USB stick and bypass the hard drive altogether. Some games work better that way, some games don't. But I'll take you through all those steps as they come. Thank you very much for watching.